Okay, so this method for linear interpolation is the more intuitive method. It's my preferred method, but it's not everybody's, so let's go. So let's say we have an example like this, where we have, oh, hello, forgot to put the pen on. We've got heights that have been given, and they've been put into classes. We've got the frequencies and we've got the cumulative frequencies. So normally you're not given the cumulative frequency, in this case we have been. And we could draw a cumulative frequency curve to represent this and join it up with straight line segments. That's basically what we're doing in order to work out the median or the quartiles when we use linear interpolation. So let's say we wanted to work out the 30th value, and we know that this axis is cumulative frequency, we know that the x-axis is for heights. Then for the 30th value we would take a ruler, we'd draw a dotted line across to the graph, would do a dotted line down, and we would end up with our 30th value, our 30th height approximately. It is just approximately because we don't know exactly what the numbers are. We're basically doing this but using a calculation method rather than a graphical method, which I suppose is more accurate. So, formula without the formula, we need to work out first, like you do for any of these when you're finding the median, n over 2. So n over 2 is 36 divided by 2, which is 18. So we want to estimate the 18th value. And if we use the graph to do that, we would draw a graph, we would find 18 on our cumulative frequency axis, and then we would go across and down, and the value would be here. So around 23. So we're going to do that, but we're actually just going to use our intuitive method. So we can see here that our median value, if it's the 18th value, then we have to go up from the 13th value 5 values. So we're going up 5 values into this class here. So we're going up from the 20th value. We're going up 5 values out of the number of values actually in the class, which is 19. And it's 5/19ths of the total class, which is has a width of 10. You work that out, you get 22.63157 ... and that gives us 22.6 to 3 significant figures. Okay, so what's important, obviously, I suppose, is to know where these numbers have come from and to understand it. So the 20, the 5, the 19 and the 10. So if you're not sure about that, then I would strongly recommend doing some more practice, asking your teacher to be sure, or someone that you think, or a friend or whatever, that knows the method and understands the method. If now it looks like 55, that's an arrow. Paranoid about my arrows. To practice this, we'll try using the same data and calculating the quartiles, the 7th decile and the 65th percentile. So what I would recommend is pausing the video and trying that out yourself, and then checking the solutions that follow. So for Q1, we know that we need to find a quarter of n, and in this case a quarter of 36 is 9, so the 9th value, and that was 4 values up in the class that goes from 10 to 20. And it's 4 values out of 8. So our 4 out of 8 is here, and that's the class width is 10, and we're going up from the 10th value, so we get 15. Similarly for Q3, D7 and P65. Which I really hope I'm not going to be getting. It's P45, but okay. So now you've got another example, well, another question to try. So for this question, you're calculating the median, quartiles, 3rd decile, and 35th percentile. The answers follow, but not work solutions, just the answers. And as it says here, take care with the classes, because as you might notice, the classes jump. So you have to make sure that when you're actually doing your calculations, you make them meet up. So for instance, you're pretending, I suppose, or assuming that the classes actually go from 2.95 up to, or for this particular class, 3.25, etc. Okay, pause the video to try the questions. And here are the answers. If you disagree with the answers for any reason at all, then please get them checked with someone else. It is possible the answers are wrong. Haven't worked them out particularly carefully, done it quite quickly in order to get a few videos done. So please do query them if you're not sure. And then if you do need to practice this further, and I would strongly recommend that you do, then if you go to the Physics and Maths Tutor website and go for the S1 revision by topic, then representation and summary data is what you want to do. The website is fantastic for all sorts of revision, for core and for stats. So I'd recommend that whenever you're revising. Also, Exam Solutions is worth a mention. The Exam Solutions website, if you just put it into a search engine, almost certainly will come up with this first. And the Exam Solutions website has got videos that go with the exam questions. So if you're not sure how to answer a question, it talks it through for you. Thanks very much.